So this ad came across my my Twitter feed, and I wanted to share it with everybody because it's kind of amazing that this ad wasn't made sooner. Because this is the right, and Trump specifically, have been ripe for this attack for a long, long time. And you just haven't heard it. So check this out.
Your companies won't be leaving Ohio under a Trump administration.
General Motors is shutting down its plant near Youngstown, Ohio, and eliminating the jobs of nearly 1,700 workers.
Foxconn, we broke ground on a plant that will provide jobs for much more than 13,000 Wisconsin workers.
The $10 billion Foxconn investment in an LCD plant in Racine County that never arrived. That land remains mostly empty.
Carrier, the workers are going to keep their jobs. They're not leaving this country. They're not going to leave this country. All of the workers have a great, great Christmas.
Carrier will reportedly cut about 600 Indiana workers. President Trump vowed to protect those very jobs.
Your companies won't be leaving Ohio under a...
So, simple ad, 42-second ad, super powerful. Because it shows the reality of what they say versus what they actually do. And under Trump, there was net outsourcing of 200,000 jobs. Now, under Biden, and I have many issues with Biden, but this ain't one of them. He's onshored about 350,000 jobs. Why is that not a fact that everybody in the country knows? Why aren't there ads saying that endlessly? In fact, they should have added it in this ad. They didn't. They should have added it in this ad. It would have made it better. It would have been the perfect thing to end this ad on. Devastating. That's devastating. Look, the right, particularly the populist right, or as they really are, the fake populist right, they're all talk and no action. They're all talk. What were Trump's biggest legislative accomplishments? It was the 2017 tax cut, where 83% of the benefits went to the top 1% in the long run. Again, I don't know why that's not talked about more. I don't know why this isn't a major issue in this election. That bill incentivized more outsourcing. The other thing Trump did, which again nobody talks about, is he destroyed the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which, by the way, Biden is bringing back. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau returned $12 billion to defrauded Americans when big financial institutions screwed them over. I know, because I was one of them. I was, basically a credit card I had. The company sold me this fake identity theft protection. It wasn't real. They were charging me every month for something that was not real. And it was the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau which found out about that and cracked down on that company and returned my money to me. That is government actually looking out for the people. That's a positive. Trump wanted to destroy that. Why? Because he's in favor of the oligarchs, because he's funded by the oligarchs. He's in favor of kleptocracy and helping out the top 1%. An argument that the left can and should make is an argument of economic patriotism. We're in favor of economic patriotism. Bring the jobs back here. Make them good-paying union jobs. That's a message that can cross partisan lines. Conservative voters can hear that and like it and respect it. And eventually, in time, you might actually flip some of their votes if you show them stuff like this. The whole Carrier thing, by the way, it was amazing. Because in the moment, it looked like, holy shit, Trump is actually keeping the jobs here. He's actually fighting for the American worker. And then in reality, a year later, they outsourced all the jobs anyway. So what Trump did is actually worse than if he did nothing. Because he went in there, did a whole PR stunt pretending like Carrier was going to keep the jobs here. And he gave them a massive taxpayer subsidy. And then the company took the taxpayer subsidy and outsourced the jobs anyway. It would have been better if he didn't say anything or do anything, because then you wouldn't have shook down the taxpayers, and they would have outsourced the jobs without getting a giant bailout from U.S. taxpayers. So it was worse than nothing. What he did was worse than nothing. People need to know about this. People need to know about this. And they don't. And they don't. This is one of the things where the right is ripe for attack. Another thing where they're ripe for attack is on social issues. So this is the economic stuff. But on the social issues, they're anti-freedom. They're just against freedom. That's why they're cracking down on the right to choose. They want to get rid of that completely and do a national abortion ban. They want to ban gay marriage and roll that back. They want to ban the right to contraception and roll that back. We're going to get to a story in a little bit. You know how Trump said he wants to put drug dealers to death? Well, now he's got other Republicans who are co-signing that. The death penalty for the non-violent so-called crime of selling a substance. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to round up the head of Budweiser? Is the CEO of Budweiser going to get put to death? How about the CEO of some random tequila company? Are they going to get put to death? How about the CEO of a big pharma company that hawks Xanax and other benzodiazepines and other opiates and opioids? Are they going to get put to death? Oh no, those get a pass because they pay their bribes to the politicians. But if you sell like weed, then you're gonna get put down like a dog. This shit is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is a great ad. It should be running everywhere. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.